Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Adam Dorsay, a psychologist in Silicon Valley and the host of SuperPsyched, a podcast dedicated to supercharging your life. Each episode contains fun, high-quality interviews with experts looking at psychology from all angles. SuperPsyched is your tool to get more of what you want in your life and less of what you don't. A very happy new year, my dear friends and listeners. I am giving just a little solo for the year end. And as Rabbi Nachman of Breslov once said, what's the purpose of next year unless you plan on doing better? So I want to tell you that it's my hope that this next year will be a great new year for you in which you take chances, face some fears, perhaps even act a little audaciously. I'm going to share a little bit what I did last year in 2024. I had a couple goals. One of them was to finish my book, and I did that. Came out in October, and to say it was terrifying would be an understatement because there's something about putting your writing out there for the world to see. Oh my goodness. So I'm glad I did it. It's been well received, and it is my truth, and it is my message. And after hitting send, I'm going to tell you something. It's true. Leonardo da Vinci once said that art is never finished, only abandoned. And indeed, boy, when I hit the send button for my final manuscript, a few days later, I had a whole bunch of other ideas that I wanted to add onto it. And if I had continued in that manner, the book would never have been finished. So that is fodder for the next book. Another thing I did over the year was I gave the keynote address at the California Psychological Association's annual convention, and it was about a 90-minute presentation. It was also terrifying. I could imagine all the kinds of ways that I could fail, and lo and behold, Oprah Winfrey got it right when she said, everything we want is on the other side of fear. So when I said, I hope that you will act audaciously next year, is truly my wish for you. A lot of good books this year. Every podcast guest, I mean, if you look through the number of guests I've had who've had books, their books hit hard, and that was why they were guests. So read a lot of great books over 2024. Looking forward to the books I'm going to get to read in 2025. My favorite show of 2024 would have to be A Million Little Things. It was a show that I did not know about, highly recommended. Seems to cover every little aspect of life. Trigger warning, there are some pieces on the show that could be, triggers. But that being said, a beautiful show. You've heard me talk about in previous years about Ted Lasso, This Is Us, and other shows that I've loved, 6 Feet Under, to name a few that I think are very psychological. For sure, A Million Little Things met that criterion of just really being psychological. Little note on shrinking, enjoyed that very much. Please note, this is not exactly how psychotherapy is practiced, but it makes for a great show, and I hope it further destigmatizes people going to therapy because it's been a wonderful show and there have been a lot of great insights and levity on the show. Let's see what I'm working on. Well, one of the things I worked on this year, my Oura ring told me I got better sleep this year than I ever have before. I worked with a sleep coach. Highly recommend Geeking Out to Sleep for those of you. I call it the nucleus of all behavior, since sleep is the behavior through which every physiological, psychological, immunological function goes through. Geeking Out to Sleep could be your best friend. It certainly has been mine. It's been something I've had a lot of trouble doing well, and I've been working on it quite conscientiously. And I guess this next year, one of the things I'd be working on is improving my exercise plan and perhaps facing one of my fears, which is, oh my God, I'm scared to say it, but perhaps trying to engage in some form of dance. That is terrifying to me. We'll see next year if I can actually say I delivered on that fear and wish. But I want to wish you all a very happy new year. I hope 2025 is a good year for you, and that everything that is within your control, that you're able to really get into it and find a way to make 2025 a great year for you. Thanks again for listening. Without you, it would just be me blathering into a mic. And it's so great to have my guests and my audience. I'm grateful beyond words. All right. That being said, see you in 2025. This is Dr. Adam Dorsay thanking you for listening to Super Psyched. If you know anyone who might like it or who might benefit from listening, share it. And if you like the episode, please hit subscribe.